You already know the first rule. Do what needs to be done. The second rule, though if only by a bare margin, is trust the men and they'll trust you in return. Mainlanders all seem to think that rank determines the wealth and worth of a man. But what good is rank if the people aren't willing to follow? Rank may get you finery and things, and titles will give you prestige in others' eyes, but trust will give you true respect, and true respect will give you true followers, brothers. You do what needs to be done, you always have, and that's one thing I'll always be proud of you for. Keep to those principles, and you'll do fine. Now, go on, get about your work. The rest of the crew came up from below deck, rubbing sleep from tired eyes, or holding cups of hot coffee. Josiah tapped his hand to his forehead in a salute, and stepped away as Will, his father's first officer, walked up. After dodging around barrels and nearly tripping over a coil of rope that had been left at the base of the center mast, he came up to David, who was preparing to raise the anchor. "Took you long enough, mate," David said, once Josiah had moved near to him. Josiah tossed his shirt to the deck and took a position on the anchor line. "That's better," Josiah laughed, getting a solid grip on the rope. The two pulled in tandem, seasoned fishing muscles straining against the massive weight until they brought the awkward mass up to the edge. Josiah held the rope steady, bracing his foot against the ship's rail, and once he felt certain of his grip, David leaned over and brought it the rest of the way up. After tying the anchor where it would be out of the way, the two slumped against the deck and basked in the sunlight that was winning over the darkness, smiling at the bit of blue that had saturated the sky. On either side of the ford they were anchored, mountains rose, decorated either by dark green forest or steep, gray streaked cliffs.